Hey guys, it's Grace again, and tonight I'm gonna make some stuffed peppers and some stuffed mushrooms that are pretty quick. They are gonna cook at the same time, around 20 minutes. So let's get started. The ingredients we're gonna use is some peppers, some cleaned mushrooms, and I cleaned everything out. And with the peppers, you're gonna cut off the tops, wash them, and just leave them in a tray. We're gonna have some breadcrumbs, some water, olive oil, and some chopped up roasted peppers for more flavor in the stuffing. Alright, so for the stuffing, we're gonna have like 2 cups of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna throw in the roasted red peppers, a little bit of water, because that's what's gonna make the breadcrumb nice and moist, and of course some olive oil. And what we're gonna do is we are going to mix these ingredients. Irene, can you please stop? We're gonna mix the ingredients. Everything, we're gonna combine it. And you don't want it to look too dry, because if it's too dry when you stuff it, it's gonna be crumbly like sand. Can we aim the camera towards?
No.
There's Irene. Being a clown show.
I'm the star of the show and the OG.
Alright, so it looks a little sandy to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add just a tad bit more water.
Are these washed?
That should be good. And we're gonna mix it. Just keep mixing it until the dry breadcrumbs stop eating the food, until the dry breadcrumb is not dry anymore. And there's no more dry breadcrumb that looks like sand at the bottom of the plate. Now we're ready to stuff. So I already stuffed some peppers, and what you're gonna do is get the stuffing. Don't pack it in too much, because when you pack it in a lot, they tend to be very dry. So I just lightly pat it in. 2 more to go. Again, just don't pack it. Gently press it, that's it. And the last one, I'm gonna show you how pretty it looks with the roasted red peppers and the stuffing. All right? And now, Irene, hit pause for me.
Hey yo, it's me again. I'm taking over this joint. I made these videos interesting.
All right, so I filled up that tray with the stuffed mushrooms. My daughter ate one, so there's only 5 now, and stuffed peppers. But as I mentioned before, look how pretty that looks. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of water and drizzle some olive oil on top, and we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little for a nice kick. So let me get the oil. What I'm gonna do is, in the mushrooms, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Now what the water is gonna do is, it's gonna keep it moist. So as it cooks, it's gonna be juicy, and it's gonna give it a nice sauce.
Looking says yummy, like juicy mushrooms.
And the same thing in the peppers. Just a little, and again, you're gonna add the water inside the little grooves. And then, the most important thing is we're gonna drizzle some olive oil on top. Yes. Very little. Hold on, I'm gonna get the salt. For this, I'm gonna use some sea salt and add just enough to season the vegetables. And then you're gonna put it in your oven at 400 for 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll show you what it's gonna look like. Hold on, guys.
It's me. Me and my brother make these videos interesting because her cooking is just boring. Almost as boring as quarantine.
Hey, that's not cool. All right, to go with the stuffed peppers and stuffed mushrooms, we're gonna have some delicious steak. And what I did is I drizzled some olive oil and rubbed it with my hand, and I also added some Old Bay Cajun spice, a little bit of Himalaya salt, and of course some black pepper. Just put it on the top, and then you're gonna flip it over and do the same. And we are gonna sear it in a pan for 6 minutes on each side. Stay tuned. What you're gonna do is you're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and get the pan really hot before you add your steak, so that it sizzles as it cooks. All right, 425. We're gonna cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, I just turned the stuffed peppers. As you can see, they're cooking beautiful. And then what I did is I made a little bit of room in the mushroom section, and I'm just putting the juice from the olive oil and water over the mushroom, and they're gonna be nice and moist. These should be done in about 5 minutes. Looking good. All right, we got the seasoned shell steak, and I preheated the pan. It's nice and hot. You'll see the smoke, and when you sear it, you're gonna hold it from the top so you don't burn yourself. Drop a little bit over here, and then nice and easy in the pan so the oil doesn't spiral on you. And let it cook for about 6 minutes on one side. We're gonna flip it and another 6 minutes. All right, guys, this steak cooked for 6 minutes. It's sizzling. We're gonna toss it to the other side for another 6 minutes and let it cook. You're a minute down. You're gonna drop a teaspoon of butter on each side of the steak. Just let it melt. Let it come down. And what you're gonna do then is drizzle that nice butter over the steak. Look at that, guys. Come on. Let it melt nice. Cook some of the juices. And now we're going to take it, drizzle it on top. Drizzle it. And we're going to flip it over and do the same. This is going to be the most juiciest steak you've ever had. Watch this, guys. Flip it to the other side and drizzle that butter and olive oil and spices all over the steak. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take it out and slice it up nice and thin for everybody to enjoy. Take the steak out of the pan and let it rest for about 2 minutes, 2 to 6 minutes, until all the juices settle inside, and then we're going to slice it up. Alright guys, and the peppers are also done, and the mushrooms. Look how good they look. And you see the little gravy that's at the bottom of the pan from the water and olive oil? Well, that's what we're going to drizzle on top. So now I'm just going to transfer it to a flat plate for everyone to enjoy. Guys, this is the finished product. Come on. Nice, juicy, a little bit crispy. It's not trash, Irene. Look at those mushrooms with the gravy we made. Just by simply leaving the water and the juices from the vegetables to soak it up. Alright, let's get to the steak. Alright, so the meat's been resting for 5 minutes. Now we're going to slice it up into nice cuts for everybody to eat. Look at that. Come on. It is cooked to perfection. 6 minutes on each side. Finish it with some butter. Then we're going to add some steak sauce. Look at that. Perfecto. Perfecto. I'm going to just keep cutting this and then show you the end product, okay? Alright, and then what I usually do at the end is I add some more Himalaya salt so that it's nice and salty, not too salty, but enough salt to give it flavor. Okay, and then I'm going to add again pink Himalaya salt. Just going to add it right on top, and then boom, put this whole thing right on the table for everybody to enjoy. And guys, this is what me and my family are going to eat tonight. Bon appetit!